Well, I just heard from Amber Lawley. I want to take this time to thank them for sponsoring our shows last week. They called and let me know that my subscribers bought a lot of their CBD lotion. I was really happy to hear that. As their way of saying thank you to my subscribers, they are now offering you this deal. For every 3 items you buy, the 3rd item will be free. That's right. So every time you buy 3 items, the 3rd item is free. Just use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and the 3rd item is free. One thing I've learned about this lotion, not only does it help with joint pain as well as muscle pain, but man, it makes your skin really smooth. So as an added bonus, not only does it help with joint and muscle pain, it also helps out with making your skin very smooth. An added bonus. So go on over there to Amber Lawley, and remember, for every 3 items you buy, the 3rd one is free when you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y. Go check them out.
Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, I was kind of watching the markets today to see if they'd have a response to the Federal Reserve meetings that are coming up. This is involving central banks around the world. Going into 2022 is going to be very interesting. Sooner or later, they're going to crash this existing fiat scam, this Ponzi scheme that we got going on. And then go ahead and reveal to us the new monetary system they want to push us into. We already know the central bank digital currency is one of the areas that they want to push us into so they can control our money. And then by controlling our money, control us. So I'll show you some evidence of that in this video. But let's get into the news as well as what's going on with cryptocurrencies and other investments. Before we get started, hit the thumbs up button, because when you do, it helps us get past the algorithm that YouTube puts on us and keeps us from being shadow banned. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. The disclaimer here is I'm not a financial advisor, a lawyer, or an accountant. The information that I share with you, I do freely. It is of my own opinion. Hey folks, just a quick reminder that back in 2008 and 9, a lot of people lost all of their retirement savings and their 401ks and IRAs because they did not own gold and silver. Yeah, that's right. Gold and silver protects you from a market crash. So do yourself a favor, protect your retirement by purchasing gold and silver. You can go to moneymetals.com, reach out to them, and they will help you set yourself up to protect you and your family from having to start all over from scratch. If you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they will send along with your order a free half ounce of silver. So folks, do yourself a favor, head on over to moneymetals.com and protect you and your family from a market crash, as well as inflation. That's right, head on over to Money Metals when you want to buy gold and silver. Keep in mind, if you're a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. Hey, right now, a special offer for my audiences only. You have a chance to win 100 free American Silver Eagles. That's over $3,000 in value. And all you have to do is enter your email to win. That's it. That's right, there's no obligations to purchase. The link is down below in the description, so head on over there, enter to win. Yeah, between now and December 31st of this year to enter. The only way you can for sure not win 100 silver American Eagles is by not entering at all. So do yourself a favor and enter your email so you have a chance to win. People keep asking me, where is the link, Pimpy? It's real simple. If you're at my page on YouTube and you're watching any of the videos, any of them, you see the video here and you scroll down, see my name right here? If you go here where it says show more and you click it, here's all the links to the things you have access to. If you want to enter into the competition to win 100 free medals, just click it right here and it'll take you to the website where you can sign up. If you want to buy and own physical gold and silver, just click this link right here and it'll take you to the Money Metals website. And if you're thinking about buying cryptocurrencies, just scroll on down until you see the word Coinbase. click this and it'll take you over to the website that you can sign up for. So you can buy Shiba, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin. For those of you looking for my address, there it is right here. As everyone is aware of an alternative website, the link is down below in the description. Over here, I post original content as well as other videos that have been banned from YouTube. It costs $3 a month to join for unlimited access, and all proceeds go to finding life's purpose. So come on over there and join us. Beware of scammers. That's right, people posing and pretending to be me. How you can tell us apart is real simple. If you post a comment and I respond, you will see a dark circle around my name. See this? It's either gray or black. I won't be sending you to WhatsApp, and I won't be sending you to Telegram or Telegraph or anything like that, nor would I be asking you for money. From time to time, I will be using material that's considered copywritten. I post this just to show that I am exercising my fair use rights. I've been noticing a trend in cryptocurrencies. Well, I shouldn't say I noticed a trend in cryptocurrencies themselves, but I have spotted a trend in the news being reported about cryptocurrencies that I think is a little disturbing. I'm reaching out to a friend of mine to get his opinion on something, but I do want to bring it to your attention. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, but let's get into what's going on right now in the markets. I was going to do something earlier, but I was curious to see how the markets were going to respond to the up-and-coming Fed meeting, so it hasn't done a whole lot. We can see gold and silver still. Gold hanging around that 1780 level. Silver, the 2220 level, right around the same levels. Not a whole lot going on. Very stagnant. Pretty much running, what is that, horizontal? They're doing what they can to hold down the price of gold and silver. You just don't want them to run away. We need for the rich and elite to stock up on as much of it as possible, while as peons stay away from it. Because we keep watching the value of gold and silver drop, and it's discouraging. I keep encouraging people, don't let that discourage you. Buy gold and silver. It is the safest bet in any investment out there, and it keeps you out of the system. Cryptocurrencies. So Bitcoin started to make a somewhat of a comeback. It was above 50,000 and it came right back down. Now it's at $46,751. We're in December, y'all. What's that tell you? Futures contracts coming up. Will Bitcoin drop? And I mean drop. It's going to have to drop to about 50% of its value in order to be anywhere in that range of where the short contracts are. It sure the heck is trying. 46,000? That's about 22,000 off its high, record high. That was set, not even a month ago? A little bit over a month ago? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ethereum's at $3,783. It usually does not break the $4,000 level. Solana, $155. Cardano, $1.22. XRP, 78 cents. Polkadot, $25.91. Dogecoin, about 15.5 cents. Shiba, 4033. Shiba doesn't seem to want to move. It doesn't go down and it doesn't go up, not by a lot. 4033 through 4037. Bouncing around in between there. So let's give some credit to Shiba. At least it's maintaining. You can see this right here. Previous close, 4033. Opened at 4033. Days range between 4033. So it seems to be holding its ground despite everything else that's going on with cryptocurrencies. If you look over here at the 52-week average, you can see that a lot of cryptos are going down. You can see that little blue dot. To the right is the high side. To the left, the low side. What you can see overall is most of the cryptos are now dropping from their all-time highs. Again, we are in holiday season, so this shouldn't be surprising. You have people who are not pumping money into cryptos as an investment because of the holidays, whether they're paying for food, traveling, or gifts. And then you have those who are selling their cryptocurrencies in order to pay for traveling, food, or gifts. This is a trend and happens all the time. Satoma, same thing. Not a whole lot going with Satoma. We are keeping an eye on it. So last night, my friend and I were going over how to use your Coinbase wallet, how to look at Uniswap, playing around with different things. And this new one just pops up as we're talking. And I said, what is this? It's called Hangry Birds. I was like, Hangry Birds? I've heard of Angry Birds, but what the hell is Hangry Birds? Once you dig into it a little bit, what you find out that Hangry Birds is Angry Birds. They have it on the website where you can play the game. The H is there because the website specifically uses cryptocurrencies. See it? Yeah. There is a website for Angry Birds, but the rumor is the H is there just because you have to use cryptocurrencies in order to play this game. Now, we all know how popular Angry Birds is. There's still millions of people around the world playing Angry Birds. It's a pretty popular game. I mean, I played it until I was sick of it. So this website is now the crypto version of it. So if you want to buy cryptocurrencies, you can play the game. It's here, which I thought was interesting because as we were going through it, I said, hey, this thing just launched. He's like, yeah. So if you think about how popular Angry Bird is, so I put $200 into it. What the heck? I mean, look at its price. 6026. It just barely launched 1 day ago. Now, it started to go when it first came out, but now you can see it's evened out. So I asked myself, hey, as popular as Angry Birds is, if you launch a version of Angry Birds into the metaverse or into the categories of crypto games, will it be popular? Yeah, it will. This thing has just barely launched. It's on Uniswap. And I thought to myself, I'm going to jump on some of these just because I know about the game. It's very popular. And I used some discretionary funds, but I thought it was interesting. So I jumped on it as it was launching. Talk about timing. So most assets, most cryptos we're seeing are swimming around in the red. Again, it's the holidays. This is a normal trend. Plus, we're not sure what the hell's going on. The central banks are all meeting. They're having a powwow about how they continue to try to keep this fake facade up of an economy, coming up with different ways to scheme people. Everybody's waiting to hear what it is the Federal Reserve has to say. They're not going to be able to raise interest rates. I don't care what they say. And even if they do, this economy is gone. The point is, are they ready to force us into the central bank digital currency? Because I think that's what we're really waiting for. The seesaw in markets is a signal to dump bubble assets like tech stocks and cryptos. Investment chief Richard Bernstein says, I do believe cryptos are in the bubble. They're overly valued. It will pop, just like the stock market. These are all being propped up because of the quantitative easing. As soon as it stops, you're going to see the market respond the proper way. Gold and silver, cryptos, everything will drop a little bit, but gold and silver will recover as quickly as normal. Investors should ditch overvalued assets like tech and cryptos. I agree with this. I don't know about ditch, but at least make sure you have discretionary funds in there. And then whatever they throw at you, don't panic and just tell yourself, I don't care if this thing drops down to zero. I'm still going to hold on to it because I know it's going to rebound. Bernstein expects Bitcoin to tumble 90% from its current levels. Yeah, well, I kind of expect the same thing. But there is an analyst out there who's using graphs, and he's convincing that before the end of the year, and we're talking, a couple weeks away, at 18 days away, he's anticipating Bitcoin jumping up in an extreme fashion. He thinks it still will reach 100,000 by the end of the year. Yikes, man. And of course, if Bitcoin goes in that direction that quick, guess what else it does? It's going to drag up all the other cryptos. Now, if I remember the videos in which I was showing you guys the graphs, that this is normal for crypto season. This is normal for gold and silver season. When you get into the holidays, they drop down a little bit. They run horizontal, looking stagnant. And then once the halfway mark, around mid-December to late December happens, and we're all done with the holidays, you start to see these assets take off. So I'm not in panic mode about anything. Just letting you guys know that this is the norm. But Richard Bernstein here thinks everything is going to drop down. Well, he thinks Bitcoin is going to drop down 90% from its current levels. For the record, that article came out today. I do think they're in a bubble. I do think they're going to drop down, pretty extreme. I won't go about 90%, but close to it. But that's all cryptos. That's all assets. A market correction's coming. There is going to be a market crash. Everything is overly valued, including homes, Said investment chief Richard Bernstein said he's skeptical of assets with high valuations and called cryptocurrencies the biggest ever financial bubble. Yeah, I mean, I believe that, but maybe cryptos will prove me wrong. The investing world can be viewed as a risky seesaw with bubble assets balanced on one side. On one side, we have all that I would call the bubble assets: tech, innovation, disruption, cryptocurrencies. On the other side of the seesaw, you have literally everything else in the world. I think if you're looking at 2022 and 23, you want to be in the everything else in the world side of the seesaw. No, I still think there's a window of opportunity in which you can make money off cryptocurrencies. And there's no way in God's green earth these people can ever get me to give up my precious metals. My precious. Robert Kiyosaki has done many videos telling people rich people love market crashes because they can anticipate them because they have insider information. They set themselves properly by being liquid. And as soon as whatever crashes happens and they feel like these assets have bottomed out, then they buy them back cheaper. So they sell high, buy low, giving them more of whatever they're investing in than what they had at the time of selling off. We're starting to see that happen now. Kiyosaki said that crash and depression are coming. Here are the 6 simple ways he's looking to get rich from the fallout. Yeah, get rich. You guys got to study which stocks you think will benefit you on the other side. U.S. consumer prices climbed by 6.8% in November. In other words, they just candy coated it. Inflation climbed by 6.8%, making it the fastest in 39 years. And while the stock market continues to largely shrug off inflation concerns, let me reword that for you. While the market continues to make the world believe that it's shrugged off its concerns about inflation, we all know that it's being artificially pumped. What happens when you take that safety net away? The true numbers will start to come out. Many well-known investors have been busy sounding the alarm. Rich Dad Poor Dad Robert Kiyosaki is one of the more vocal ones. So he has done videos explaining to people that you can get rich off a market crash. You just have to be liquid. You have to be ready with cash once you get to the other side and the dust is settled to start jumping on the right assets that will help lead you into the future and make you richer. So what is Robert Kiyosaki saying that he's doing? Kiyosaki isn't backing down from his ultra bearish stance. In fact, he's doubling down on his favorite inflation fighting assets. I am buying more gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, rental, real estate, and oil. Those are the ones he thinks will come out on the positive side of this crash. Gold and silver, well, I've been preaching that for the longest time. I agree. That is the safest bet. This is that once in a lifetime opportunity, which we're going to see the largest transformation of wealth happen, and it is going to go to gold and silver holders. Gold has helped investors preserve their wealth for centuries. It can't be printed out of thin air like fiat dollars. Silver can also be a store of value and hedge against inflation. Plus, silver is an industrial metal. It's widely used in the production of solar panels and also in electric cars, critical components in many vehicles, as well as your computer, your cell phones. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, I do think they're 2 of the top cryptocurrencies that once this market gets done crashing, they will be at least 2 of a handful of survivors. Right now, everybody considers Bitcoin a store of wealth. Real estate, I don't trust. I think it's going to drop, but he is talking specifically about rental property, so I get it. Energy, oil. Will that be a safe bet? Well, if nobody can afford to travel anywhere or drive anywhere, then I believe oil consumption will go down. It's not like you can whip out your yacht and go for a cruise. I'm just saying people with less means are not going to be able to do a whole lot because they won't be able to afford it. So, yeah, I don't know about energy. I don't think that's a good one. That's just my opinion. Why Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohani will invest $100 million into Solana social media. So the reason is the Solana Foundation is opening up a type of social media platform that's unique. So here you go again is more of a way for me to make my case why it is that decentralized platforms are the best ones. So it talks about it right here. Remember the last days of the month when WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram were down for hours. Not only did individuals suddenly find it hard to talk to one another, but many small businesses suffered as well. Cryptocurrency enthusiasts were quick to point out that this type of outage wouldn't happen on decentralized social media platforms. They might be right, but decentralized social media is still very much in its infancy. So nobody controls it. And if it's up one place, then it's up for everybody. This is what makes Reddit co-founder Alexis Ani's recent announcement so interesting. So his ventures capitalist group 776 and the Solana Foundation will invest 100 million in developing decentralized social media platform on Solana. So the goal is to make sure that if the power goes out, no big deal, people will still have access into it. But not only that, you get paid to use the platform. One thing that's got Ani charged up about Web3 is the way it would start to be rewarded for our online activities. It's something he understood firsthand. So, in other words, how you shop, how you interact on the internet, you will get rewarded for it. Here's something that does say that does bother me. He described the importance of upvotes and the karma score in the evolution of Reddit. What do you mean by karma score? That sounds like social scoring, which I don't like. So Solana, the patterns show on the charts that is following in the footsteps of Ethereum, but again, a much cheaper platform. If they continue at this pace, they might actually overtake Ethereum, which is hard to say for me. So it says first, Solana continues to be the center of the major developments in the cryptocurrency world, the fastest growing crypto, which recently overtook Cardano in the crypto charts, continuing to hit all-time highs. This is despite what's going on in the crypto world. So Solana is probably one of those ones you want to keep an eye on. Plus, it's part of the metaverse world. I wanted to show you these articles just to show you the headlines and why it is that cryptocurrencies look to be around to stay. But also, smart business owners are jumping into it. A small restaurant chain in Canada is plowing all of its profits into Bitcoin. It returned 460% on its investment and is tripling locations during the pandemic. Although they were probably hurt during the lockdown, they took a gamble and they took that money and dumped it into Bitcoin. Even though their physical location might have been hurt by the lockdown, their investments weren't. So a 460% increase on their investments is awesome for any business. It keeps them from collapsing when you're in lockdown. And not only that, you just read the headlines. It's going to give them an opportunity in tripling their locations. So a very smart move by business owners. In Canada, business owners are investing in the cryptocurrencies to protect themselves. Look at this. Croatia, largest food retailer, and now accepts Bitcoin and Ethereum. So as people are in lockdown, they're finding alternative ways to invest in order to protect themselves from the lockdown. Cryptocurrencies seem to be that approach. And that's okay because our time's coming. The central bank digital currency, look at this, the end of physical currency, cash is certainly drawing near, an economist says. No, there's no reason for them to do that. They really just want to control what you do with your money, and that's what you don't want. Physical currency and hard cash may soon be a thing of the past. The future of money, the end of physical currency, cash is certainly drawing near, and cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, have certainly paved the way for that revolution. The digital transactions has been well underway for the past few decades, but seriously, discussions regarding full digital dollar are relatively new. No, they're not. They've been talking about those for decades as well. The prospect of a central bank digital currency in the United States has gained traction. No, it hasn't. They're conflating cryptocurrencies with digital currencies. They're two separate things. Two separate ones. Central bank digital currency, there's no ledger. It's all kept in secrecy. Cryptocurrencies are on an open platform, an open ledger. So they're going to act like our government all of a sudden gave in to the people. They see the error of their ways. They agree. Digital currencies are the future. That's what they're going to try to say to you. They're sucker you into this. They've known about this a long time. This is just one of those schemes to indoctrinate you, I feel. Decentralized platforms. If they truly don't have a way to be controlled, then you want to be on a decentralized platform. But it is unlikely that cryptocurrencies will become the dominant form of payments in the future because of their inherent volatility. Yeah, eventually they'll start to stabilize. It's still a new product. It's going up and down. As investors find out about it, you're going to see huge swings. Speculators panic every time somebody says something or they see something in the market. After a while, they become educated about the investment and they learn not to panic. You won't have so much volatility. So that's what they're claiming. Okay, so cryptocurrencies, but somehow central bank digital currencies are exempt from volatility. And in the end, you got to love this. Anonymous crypto donors are changing philanthropy. Okay? What are we finding out? Cryptocurrency users and holders were crowned the most charitable investors on the planet. To those outside of crypto, that might not mean much, but after years of reading hypocritical attack pieces from the traditional financial sector, it's pretty heartwarming to see the world acknowledges that we're more generous than other critics. So, yeah, I can see people donating to charities, cryptocurrency, but doing it sincerely. If these charities were smart, they would just hold on to the cryptocurrencies and allow them to gain value and then benefit from that value and grow your organizations, as should any business owners. Congratulations to crypto holders. You are crowned the king and queens of charity. That's right. Nobody donates more than crypto holders. So that's it for now, you guys. I will cover something very interesting, as I said in the beginning of this video, that I've noticed. A trend about racism in cryptocurrencies. Anyways, that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. When you do, it helps out the channel. I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.